Okay, well, we just saw a hardworking Beaver. We also had some hardworking Beavers here in the Border City. Of course, North Battleford Beavers in town, taking on the Border City Blue Jays in NSRBL action. Both teams looking to advance to the semis.
And it's going to be a big one, too. And unlike that Beaver that's still at large, at least the Jays had a chance to get rid of these Beavers from North Battleford and send them home packing. We'll go to the highlights, and the Jays get one of their aces back, and it's a good thing, too. Colby Field getting the start in this one. He was money on the mound this evening. Now, fourth inning, the scoreless game. Catch us out. He gets Gatzke, Bryce Gatzke swinging. Next batter, Kyle Palmer will swing on the third strike. Ball's in the dirt. Curry Carlson, though, plays it cool, throws to first. They get the out. Now up next, Kyle Gregoire, and you can grab a seat. There you go. Field retiring 7 batters. Meanwhile, on the bump for the Beavers is that Mr. Kyle Gregoire. He struck out twice at bat in the 5th. He gets back-to-back strikeouts for himself, helping his team keep this one scoreless. Top of 6, Gatzke. He'll ground one to Jason Fechter, who gets down on his knees and makes the great play, throwing a rope to first. Game still scoreless until the bottom of the inning. Setting up for this, Fechter at the dish, runner on third.
Get out of here, yeah!
You may have not seen it, but you definitely heard it. Fechter with the long bomb knocks it out of the park. Fechter's 2-run home run was all the Jays needed. Fechter was a beast for the Jays in this postseason, doing it on the mound and with the bat as well. Now we'll head back to Legion Ballpark for reaction from the Game 3 hero.
The whole at bat was just to move him over, maybe get a single, a little poke, and then all of a sudden there's a pass ball and he moved to third, and then there's one out, so the goal was just pretty much sac fly. That hit a pop fly deep and hopefully he scores on it. I mean, I haven't been hitting well all series, so it was nice to get that to actually break a slump. So, you know, it's however you can help the team, and that's how I did it tonight.
You know, it was my first start of the year, so I just, came out and was trying not to look like a fool and just keep it close enough to get the win. And, Jason came out big with that home run in the top there at the bottom of the 6th, and yeah, turned out good.
All right, we know the Blue Jays are in. Well, how about those Midwest Expos? They were also in action. They hosted the Unity Cardinals in what some have called in this series a controversial one so far. Now, Game 1 ended with an errant base runner. Game 2 saw a play at the plate, which the Cards say the Expos player ran over their catcher intentionally. So expect some of the same fireworks in Game 3. We'll have to see. All right, to the bottom of the 2nd, Cardinals up 1-0. Expos, bases loaded. Corey Wildeman strikes out Justin Tyndall to end the inning. Expos will tie it up in the bottom of the 3rd. With the runner on first, Nathan Mullett connects with the Wildeman offering. The speedy Aaron Shrapko rounding 3rd and will safely trot home. The game remained tied until the top of the 5th. Runner 90 feet away, and Mark Ralston is at the dish. His hot shot hits Dion Forget. Corey Hoffman will score 2-1 Unity, same inning. Graham Genie, he goes fair down the right field line. That cashes in 2 more runs to make it 4-1. Now, Wildeman was on his game. He struck out 7 batters in that contest. A couple of errors extending the innings meant Unity put up a few more runs. 8-1 was the final. Definitely a relief for a team that has struggled on the road this season. The Cardinals advance to the next round. The series between the Midwest Expos and Unity Cardinals is one that had its ups and downs, but in the end, the Cardinals head off to the next round while the Expos Cinderella season comes to an end.
For one side, it was all smiles. For the other, trying to pick up the pieces after a collapse in the 5th inning led to the Expos getting eliminated from the first round of the playoffs for the 2nd straight season.
I don't know, it just was one of them things. They got some bounces and we made a few errors and it just kind of snowballed from there. And it's something we've struggled with in the past, right? In the regular season, let things get out of hand.
We talked pre-game about just doing little things, making smart plays, and we cost ourselves. They had some big hits, and we give them credit. They played a good game. And whether it was game 2 or game 3, we had a couple base running errors and timely spots where we didn't get hits with guys on base, and that's what cost us the series ultimately.
The Unity Cardinals were also benefactors of some great pitching. Corey Wildeman threw a complete game while fanning 7 batters.
Came in pumped up to play this game, and it didn't really hit anything too terribly hard, but I don't know, managed to somehow get out of it. It was very nice to get a couple hits and get him ahead a little bit, and it's very nice that he's pitching. He's definitely our ace on the team, and nice to get him a little bit ahead, so he got that little bit of a cushion to get the run support for him.
This series didn't go out without some controversy, from Game 1 with the out to end the game, to Game 2's collision at the plate, to the long delay between games. The Expos didn't mince words about their frustration.
I'm upset with the way they acted start to finish, assaulting our officials, assaulting their own down in Unity, and it is what it is. I mean, we beat ourselves. We feel like we should have won this series. We feel like we win it 9 times out of 10. But the way they acted start to finish makes me sick. It was pathetic.
We had a few guys missing and 2, and it got rained out, so that was maybe a good thing that we got rained out. But it was definitely, it's hard to make that trek.
All that aside, the Expos hope that some of the positives this year will translate to better things in 2015. As for the Cardinals, they get ready for another long trip to the Border City to face the Blue Jays tomorrow night.
Now, after sweeping the Mervyn Flyers in the first round of the NSRBL playoffs, the Lloydminster Twins had a full week off and now prepare to open the semifinals at home this evening against the Wilkie Brewers. The 7th-seeded Brewers upset the Meadow Lake Sox in the first round with a 2-game sweep and have won 7 of their last 8 games dating back to the regular season, putting player/coach Stacey Walker and the rest of the Twins on notice.
They got a lot of their old names back, call it, and the pitching matchups are going to be fantastic. Their offense has really come alive. They did well against Meadow Lake, so they're on a roll. We're on a roll. Tonight will be a good game.
This will also be the 14th time in the last 15 years the Twins and Brewers have met in the postseason. The two clubs have combined to win 13 consecutive NSRBL titles.
I just think it's going to be the same old Twins versus Brewers game. As much as I'd like to sit here and say Twins in 2 and all that, I guess to be honest, I see low scoring first game with Osmac and Shell pitching.
The Twins have won 1 and tied 1 against Wilkie this year. Despite not dropping a game against the Brewers, they still think this series can go either way.
They're going to hit the ball. We're going to hit the ball. A lot of times in this league, you see, even last night's game, all of a sudden there's just a one error, and the next thing you know, you get somebody on base, and then a 2-run shot, and then you get on, right? So,
now, first pitch for tonight's game is at 6:30 from Legion Ballpark. Make sure you go down there and see Harvey the dog as he collects the foul balls as well.